Go. Hello friends, this is Samuel once again from Sony Tech, and I am really excited about this particular video because it's an issue I actually experienced myself when I got started with mobile development, which is React Native. And I'm here to help you make a decision on the question we all ask ourselves when it comes to Firebase. And I came here with my Firebase badge I got from the Google office here in Accra. I went there for an AI bootcamp. I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, I'm proud of it. Yes, and be sure to check out my Firebase playlist. I'll be linking it up in the description box, and it's going to pop up at the top. All right, so to the question. So the question is, should I be using Firebase in my React Native app? And well, I can't say for you, I can't answer that for you, but I'll be walking you through what I think and some pros and cons of using Firebase. And at the end, we'll make a decision together. Don't forget to subscribe once again. Please like this video, please share and comment. All right, so welcome back. Before we jump to the question, should I be using Firebase in my React Native app? And well,
I can't answer that.
You watch this video to the very end. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and subscribe, because subscribing to my channel helps me a lot. And also, if you love my videos and you will want to see more videos, please, you can buy me a coffee. I'll be leaving a link to my buy me coffee profile in the description down below. Thank you so much. Allow me to film myself small. So my name is Samuel. I'm a developer, a tech content creator here on YouTube, and also I'm a doer of things. So I do a lot of things too as well. Okay, so should I be using Firebase in my React Native app? So let's see what we'll be looking at. Okay, so in this very video, we'll be talking about what Firebase is. Many people don't know what Firebase is. So we'll be looking at what at all this whole Firebase thing is. We'll be looking at some of the benefits of using Firebase in your app, some of the drawbacks to consider when it comes to using Firebase, when to use Firebase at all, and some of the alternatives to consider. Right, and we'll be looking at making a decision, so that will be up to you, because I'll give you a lot of information, so you decide based on what I've given you, and you do your own research and considerations and stuff like that. And conclusion, I don't even know why I added this to my slides, but yeah, it's all good. Okay, so what at all is Firebase, or what is Firebase? So if you'd allow me to explain Firebase in simpler terms, I would explain Firebase as a software as a service. But wait, hold on, not a software as a service, but an aspect of software as a service, which is called Backend as a service. So it means Firebase provides backend services for developers. So the good thing is they lift off the burden of developers, whilst you can focus on other things where we don't have to build our own backend. We can use Firebase backend services. We can just pop them into our application, read the documentation, and make it work for us. And the good thing here is that Firebase is actually developed by Google, just as you see in my slide. So you can use Firebase for your web apps, for your mobile apps, for your Unity apps, and stuff like that. And Firebase is really, really good. Okay, right, so now let's look at some of the benefits of using Firebase. So why I thought should I use Firebase? So somebody saying I should use Firebase, and also saying that Firebase has some drawbacks we'll be looking at in the jiffy. Okay, so here are some of the benefits. So Firebase provides authentication, not just authentication. You see, I made a simplified authentication. So out of the box, Firebase has lots and lots of authentication providers. So with Firebase, you don't have to write your own backend to handle authentication. And when I say authentication, if someone else might, it might just be email and password, but no, Firebase has providers for social auth. So out of the box, you get Google auth, you get Facebook auth. So signing with GitHub, there's OAuth and all that. And which is really, it comes in really handy and easy to set up and easy to use. So you just have to check the documentation. As it says in my slide and in my list, that it has good documentation, so you can check in the documentation, and it's easy to set up and use. And also Firebase comes with flexible data storage. So with Firebase, it comes with should I say two types of data storage. So we have the cloud file store and we have the real-time database. And Firebase has a bucket that can use to save your images and videos and stuff like that. And Firebase allows you to write cloud functions. I'll be making a video on cloud functions soon. And Firebase also provides actionable analytics. So when I say actionable analytics, I mean actual app analytics, and it comes out of the box, and it's really good to know your performance and how your app is doing. And Firebase has good documentation, obviously. It's from Google. That's why they have a good community support. When it's from Google, it's going to be tested 100% and it's going to be approved. And Firebase also provides lots and lots of backend as a service options. So with Firebase, you even get cloud messaging, so for push notifications, and it's also easy to set up. And Firebase allows you to do your own custom email templates. Firebase also provides hosting, so you can use to host your web apps and even other stuff. Firebase is really good. Here are just a few of the benefits. When you visit firebase.google.com and head over to the docs section, I'll be leaving a link to that in the description down below. You see all the list of options Firebase provides for you, or the list of services Firebase provides for you. Alright, great. So now let's get some of the drawbacks of using Firebase. So I just have 3 here, and this is not really much of a drawback. So there's vendor locking. What it means is that you're actually logged in inside of Google's ecosystem. So when you're using Firebase, Firebase actually works well with some of Google's products. So let's say you want to do a migration. At a point, let's say your app is scaling up. You tend to use Google Cloud. So ideally you are still part of Google's ecosystem. You can't really do migration to somewhere else, like let's say your database to maybe a Postgres database. It's still Firebase. And also potential cost. So this might come as a result of your app scaling up, or you wanting to do something big, so your app is growing. It means that cost is going to come in. And with Firebase, there's much of a learning curve. I wouldn't consider this really as a drawback because the documentation is good, and there are lots of tutorial videos online that can help you. I even have videos on Firebase to set up auths and a whole lot. Alright. So you've made mention of the drawbacks, you've made mention of the benefits. Someone will be like, son, you've said all this. So when should I use Firebase? So you can use Firebase for rapid prototyping. So since Firebase has lots of the backend services out of the box, and let's say you want to show someone a prototype of your working app, so a full stack app or a full blown app with backend and front end working, you can use Firebase to set up auths, to set up all the necessary stuff that you need from backend, and your app will be running. You can use to show the people or the clients what you want to do. Okay, and let's say if you are someone who wants to focus on development, so you want to focus on the core functionalities, you want to focus on styling and making the cool animations and all that, Firebase is a great choice for you, because to take care of the backend and you focus on the front end and the nice part. Okay, I'm not saying backend is not nice. And let's say you want to build an app for a small group, so an app just to take care of less than 100 users or stuff like that, you can use Firebase. If you have money for cost, you can go higher and still use Firebase. And if you're somebody who wants to leverage on Google products, Firebase should be a great choice for you. Right, so now let's look at some of the Firebase alternatives you can consider. So let's say if you don't want to use Firebase and you want to try other alternatives. So there are 2 other alternatives which are more like the major alternatives I didn't add in my list. I don't know, for some reason I forgot. Okay, so before I move on, so there is Supabase. Supabase is actually the favorite here. So it's the major competitor to Firebase. So you see the name Supabase, Firebase. It's more similar. Just that with Supabase, for their database, they use Postgres database, while Firebase uses the NoSQL database, which is the data object style, and Supabase uses the table format. And there's also Upright. I didn't add Upright here. And let's go on with the list I have here. So we have AWS Amplify, we have Microsoft Azure mobile apps, there's Spark Server, there's Backend List. It's also another great choice. There's Heroku for hosting apps, and we have Back for apps. There's Kazoo, there's REM, and DigitalOcean. All right. So great. So then let's do a little summary. As I said earlier, the choice about using Firebase in your app or not using it all depends on you, right? So from my experience, I would say using Firebase for your app is actually good. You can use Firebase for production ready apps, and I can say this for a fact that I've seen lots of production or apps in production that is on the Google Play Store and App Store that was built with Firebase as backend. So it all depends on what you agree on as a team. So if you have money to go for cost, that is when your app scales up or it becomes bigger. You can use Firebase, and Firebase is actually customizable and it can work well for you. So Firebase is actually a good choice. Yeah, so you've made the right choice here. So let me know in the comment section whether you're using Firebase or not. And thanks so much for watching this one, and don't forget to give this video a like. Please comment, please share and subscribe. Don't forget to buy me a coffee.